Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Southern Guns. So it's going to be a great video today. We're going to be breaking down the match I just went to. It was the Jingle Bells 5K run and gun slash obstacle course race slash two-gun biathlon. You get the hint. It's pretty cool. Alright, so today's video is going to be a breakdown of the match. It's going to be discussing what the match was about, the way it works. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the gear I use. And actually, this is going to be a two-part video because I'm also going to be talking about specific gear in the next video. So, like I said, this is going to be a two-part. The first part is going to be barely talking about the match overall, and then the second part is going to be talking about the gear used in the match and how well that worked. Things that went well, things that didn't go so well. We'll discuss that. All right, so let's get right to it. So, me and my oldest daughter, Jasmine, went to this match in Savanah, Georgia. And, you know, first off, before I get started, I also want to try and give a special thanks to 17 South Gun and Rod Club down in Savanah, Georgia. They hosted the Jingle Bells 5K run and gun. It was really epic. I want to try and talk really good about them real quick. They had a phenomenal place. I mean, the clubhouse was really nice. The whole shooting range was really well set out. It was really fun. You know, they basically let the people have the run of the place. Kind of corny, but yeah. So, give you the background. The way the stage is set up is you have a 5K obstacle course race with a two-gun shooting match. You kind of meld them together. So what you do is the way it works is you can wear whatever you want. You can bring whatever you want. You just have to carry whatever you bring, which is cool, you know. It's one of them kind of things where you get the option. You can bring whatever you want. And you run, you do obstacle courses. You may have obstacles, say, for instance, you might be, I don't know, crossing a river. You may be having to run through mud, something like that. So on this particular obstacle course race, there was 6 stages. They were all two-gun options. I'm sorry, they were all two-gun required. So some matches I've shot before, you may just shoot rifle, you may just shoot pistol, or you may shoot rifle and pistol. Some of them may have close up, some of them may have far away. This one was a mix of all of the above in each stage. The last stage, stage 6, actually did have only pistol only. It was really cool. So, like I said, 17 South Rod and Gun Club was phenomenal. I want to thank them so much for letting us come out there and shoot, you know. And of course, I want to thank the match directors. They did a great job the way they set it up. I can't even begin to say how good they done. They had this cool way, and I didn't understand what they were doing at first, but what they did was they asked all the competitors, what is your mile run time? I'm not going to say what mine is. We're just going to say it's not fast. So you run it, you give them, and they set you according to your run time. And what happened was is you were not bunched up. You didn't get jammed up at the next stage waiting for the next competitor to get done, because you run up, you shoot your stage, and then you move on. So thankfully, because of the way they set it up, there was none of this getting jammed up waiting your turn. You know, the longest I might have to wait is a minute. I think I made it wait 1 minute and 20 seconds there and about. Really nice. Had a really good time with that. This was the first time on this stage I was able to actually run and have someone run with me. This is the very first time I've actually had this videoed. So I want to thank my beautiful teenage daughter, Jasmine Page Gills, for videoing this for me and taking pictures. And y'all just don't know, Jasmine actually did the videoing and the pictures before I ever got there. She would actually run and do the obstacles before I got there and set everything up, and was videoing it before I ever got there. She basically had everything set up waiting for me. So everything I did, she was doing it ahead of me. So it was really cool. I'm really thankful for her.
2 hits on each. All right, 1 full turn on that tourniquet. Drag yourself to your rifle. Do not use that leg.
Three shots, right?
3 hits on each. Alright, unload and show clear.
Hit.
One of the cool things that this match really gets you to do is you get to test your gear in almost as close as you can get to a real world environment. Now, when I say real world, it's obviously it's not a two-way range, but it is, you know, realistic enough that you're going to get your gear dirty, you're going to get yourself dirty, and that's one of the things I like. The obstacles, one of the obstacles was crossing a river. I like that. That was fun. One of the other things I really liked about it was we really had a good time doing, you know, the running part. You had to run from stage to stage because everything is on the clock from the time you step off the start line to the time you step back to the start line. Okay, once you get back to the finish line, I guess it is, you're on the clock. The only time that you're not technically on the clock is if there's another competitor in front of you at a stage. You hit your stopwatch, and for whatever time that is, you're waiting, and that's off the clock. The only downside of that is you can't drink water, you can't mess with your gear, you can't fumble anything. You're just standing there. You're frozen in time, basically. So you better be ready and know how to manage your gear, swap mags, ammo if you need to, while you're running. You know, just know how to handle your stuff. So obstacles themselves, they're challenging enough that they were a challenge. They were easy enough anybody could do them, which was nice. They kept the skill level around in the middle ground.
Down here like this. Smile, Mike. All right. Stand up. Show your.
Run with him, Jer. Come this way. Come up.
Out. 5 pistol. 3 pistol. Hit. High. Hit.
When he moves up,
Hit. You're good. Holster.
he's going
Weights
to
in
move up, just
advance.
stay with him. And then when he turns around, run backwards.
Yes, sir. Fast. He's going to be moving fast. And that's good right there. And just be ready to back up quick.
Yes, sir.
And watch your step.
High. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Okay, come on. Start backing up. Keep him in frame. Keep going fast. That's it. Keep going. Keep. There you go. Try to run with him. Go, go, go.
Yeah, it's just super 77th grade. He's sort of like, well,
Fabric squares, one more. Got like
Okay,
two
pull
foot
it,
section.
Very nice.
That's a little bit of flow, you know?
Yeah.
Feeling okay?
Yes, sir. Healing's fine. 5 and 5.
I think I looked at time loss.
This is pretty good. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Hit! 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 Next target. Hit! 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 Good. If you finish.
What's the name?
Gillis.
Just stand a little bit back, because he's going to stand right there.
Yes, sir.
So, match was really cool. I really liked it. I really don't want to try and take up too much, because I want to do the review of the actual equipment on the next video. I don't want to really get into that on this one. What I will try and say is this is an excellent opportunity to test not just yourself, but your equipment and your techniques out in an environment that really puts all three together. Once you get, as I said, test your equipment. Most people say, well, I bought good gear, it works. Okay, well, have you tried it in field conditions yet? That's different. Test your equipment. Test yourself. Have you trained to be able to work with the equipment that you have? We said the equipment is good, but did you actually practice with, say, your battle belt, your chest harness, Did you train with, and then finally, your techniques / training? Is that going to pay off? Because you have to be able to know, to have good gear, you've got to have training and practice to be able to use the gear. You got to have good body or good stamina, good physical training to be able to pull all three together. That's something that's going to be a major thing. So this is an opportunity to take all three, tie them together, throw them out there, see what happens. This is a great opportunity. I would recommend this to anybody. There is Facebook groups for this. I think it's Run and Gun Discussion is the main one. There's a couple of thousand people in there. They also put up the matches. I know some guys, they go to them once a month. Me personally, I can't go to them once a month. I think I go 2 or 3 times a year. I'm happy with that. Of course, companies, major companies, small companies, major companies like Daniel Defense supports these heavily. This is something that you want the best gear to win these matches. So you're going to buy the best gear that you can, except for me. My gun was a budget build. We'll get to the gear in the second video. But one of the things I really want to try and say is know what your gear is, use your gear, practice with your gear, get out there, get off that range, practice your positional shooting, because matches like this is really going to try and show you what do you know, what have you really done. You're not going to get a walkthrough. Sorry, you're not going to get a walkthrough. You don't walk through the stage before you shoot it. So I say it's close to a real life. You don't get to do those walk through and find out, kind of look and see, okay, if I stand here, I can get that shot right there. You don't do that. You theoretically can kind of look around, but at the same time, you're on the clock. So do you want to waste time or do you just want to shoot it and move on? This is, as close as I can say, it's going to be as real as it can get. You don't get walkthroughs on these stages. You don't get, you don't have time to sit there and kind of like position everything because it's just go, okay? One, because not only do you not have time, but you got other people coming, so you need to keep moving. This is an extremely great environment to test your equipment, test techniques that you've been kind of curious about. This is also a way to test different gear. If, let's say, you want to try something different, you're not sure how it's going to work, this is a great opportunity. If you're a athletic type person or you like competitive sports, this is another good opportunity for that. I highly recommend this for everybody. You know, you can reach me, you know, you can message me, make comments below, you can ask questions, I'll give you the best I can, or I'll point you to the right people. You know, and there's so many people I could try and name off that has helped me, whether it be guys in the groups, Facebook groups that has, you know, really helped and commented. One of the big ones would be Jimmy Nutt. He does Running Gun Nation on YouTube. He does some cool videos. Jimmy is a cool guy. God, I love him. He's definitely a military dude. If you see him, bring something of a peace offering. Some crayons might help. Hint, hint. Matt Stinnett sets up some great matches. Matt is a great guy. He, you know, can always help people out. My friend Ron Clearborn has run his second match. His wife Julie just ran her first match. She did phenomenally well. So, I mean, everybody's getting into it and it's fun. So anyways, if you get an opportunity to come out here and shoot one, hope to see y'all. I'm going to do a second video, so stay tuned for that one. It's going to be the gear used at this running gun. And I'm going to discuss the pros, the cons, pros, negatives, and do a pretty decent AAR on my gear. All right, later.